Hi guys, I'm Glenn, and today we have some very good news for you, and some good eats too, right here on Cabin Life. So folks, today we have some good news, as I said, and we have fire.
Fire!
The fire ban has officially been lifted for our particular area. We were under heavy restrictions, no burning at all. Well, we had wildfires burning to the northeast and the northwest of us. And one fire, Perry Sound 33, has now officially being declared as contained. So it is not out yet, but it's contained, and that's a good thing. We are extremely happy about that, and it really lowers the risk of danger and whatnot from the people that are directly affected in the locality of where the fire is. And thankfully for us, the winds did not change direction and blow this way towards our homestead and cabin, and we're very thankful for that and appreciate all the hard work that the volunteers and the firefighters have put forward. So today we're going to have some other good stuff here. We got the fire going, and we're going to have a treat, and said it was going to be good. And what do we got today?
A Cabin Life apple berry crumble bumble.
Very nice. Looking forward to that. Yummy. Off with table syrup. It's a beautiful evening, and a few clouds in the sky, not too bad. They had a bit of rain the other day. That helped the forest fire situation a little bit more. They got a little bit of rain up north. And as far as I know, there's still about 150 fires or so burning in Ontario. And there's a few new ones out by the western border of Ontario. Quite a few out there on the border, eh? By Manitoba. And Maureen didn't tell you that in this dish here, we have a dish that is similar to cabbage rolls. We call it cabbage unrolls. And, cabbage, hamburger, tomatoes, all that kind of stuff in there. just like cabbage rolls. And turns out nice this way. This is our Cabin Life Appleberry Bumble Crumble. I was just saying while you were gone, we've got a dish that's like cabbage rolls in here, but we call it cabbage unrolls. What's all in it?
Cabbage, green peppers, onions, ground beef, tomatoes, and tomato sauce, and spices.
No sign of the moon there yet. At our last live stream, we were out here and there was a nice moon on the rise. Actually, it rained a little bit and then the moon came out, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful moon. Full moon. The August full moon.
Yeah, that's when Jake decided to bolt for it, and you had him tethered to your hand. And during the live stream, Jake took off and pulled her right off the chair. You weren't too happy with him about that.
No, I wasn't. We're in training. He's learning not to bolt. Not quite there yet. So it's been almost 2 years. 2 years since we sold our last house and started preparing this property. It's gone fast.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
And you know what's interesting is that 2 years ago, we had this land cleared, like behind us. You can see that?
The backhoe had scraped all the land bare, basically, to push the trees and clear everything for us. And it was all just dirt. It's 2 years since they scraped it, and the first year afterwards, it was all bare soil and nothing grew last year. This year, there's all kinds of stuff growing, all the raspberry bushes and all kinds of bushes. So it just shows you in 2 years, the land can start to reclaim itself. There's all kinds of little trees already growing and everything else. And we got some grooming to do now.
Yeah, we're going to have trees. It'll be nice. We'll have shade trees.
Well, that is a nice warm fire, isn't it, huh?
That sure is.
After 6 weeks of not having a fire, we are fire deprived. So tonight we're having a nice campfire, and this is all maple wood, so it's not very sparky, and our bush is fairly damp anyway. We did have a bit of rain earlier on, and so things are looking good. It's so nice to have a fire again, be able to cook over the open fire. And this is our Cabin Life TV right here, so really enjoying it. Well, a couple of Q&As and maybe a funny story. Actually, I remember one funny story. Somebody asked me what was one of the funniest things you've seen in nature. I think that one thing that comes to mind, several years ago we were building another house, and we carved a nice little place out of the forest. And so we were knocking trees down, and there was a family of red squirrels, quite a few families actually, of red squirrels that were running around, and they were so accustomed to running from tree to tree. And you know, red squirrels, when they climb up a tree, they usually go around in circles as they go up, and then they run out onto a branch, and they'll jump off the branch and jump onto another branch maybe 10 feet below and go to the next tree and run along that branch and jump to the next tree. So, and that's what they do as they go. They have a nice little route figured out. And we had cleared the land. One of the trees went down, and after it went down, I was watching the squirrels. He ran up the tree, he ran out to the end of a branch, and he went to jump onto the tree that used to be there. And he went down about 30 feet, grabbed onto another branch on his way down. But it was so funny watching him run out on the edge of the branch and then jump onto nothing. And it didn't take them long, I don't think, to learn that that branch wasn't there anymore. But they figured out the route. Anyway, it was pretty comical to watch, and no squirrels were harmed in the making of that comedy. Slapstick.
They're quite the acrobats, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure can be. Well, we were asked, one of the recent live streams, whether we worry about the bears, and are we concerned about the bears in the area? And we'd said no, not particularly. We've got bear spray, and we've got a bear banger. It makes a big boom when you set it off. Scares the bears away. And here we were live streaming. This is our bear banger. We've got it here with us tonight. And we were live streaming, and actually it was just last week we were live streaming, and Jake let out a couple of barks, defensive, big, rough barks, and it was kind of startling. He was looking out the window. He smelled some breeze coming in the window, and I guess he smelled a bear or something and started barking. So I got up and looked and didn't see anything, and didn't think much more of it. Just thought, well, maybe he's just smelling something just passing by. I went out to make a coffee about 10 minutes later, and as I went by, it was just getting dark. And as I went by the window, I looked out, and lo and behold, there was a bear, not more than 15 to 20 yards from where we're sitting right now at our fire pit, right that way. There was a bear that ran off into the bush. I just saw his rear end running off into the bush, and I thought, oh, now is that a big bear or is that a little bear? It was really hard to tell because it happened so fast. I think it was either a yearling or a 2-year-old, which tells me that maybe Mama is still by, because Mama could still be around. She had 2 cubs this year, and we've got shots of those on the trail cam. And so those cubs are pretty active, and we've got lots of raspberries this year, and lots of blackberries and blueberries. So they're fairly well fed, actually, and so they've been sticking around here quite a bit, I think, to get their lunches and dinners and breakfast. So we have been wary the last several days since we saw the bear just right here by the fire pit, and we've got Jake with us now, so he'll let us know if he smells anything or hears anything. Speaking of Jake, he's digging away at roots, trying to get roots in the ground. I don't know what's up with him and roots, but he sure does like to dig. He seems to be quite the excavator, and we've got a few shots there of him. One when he was a pup, digging away and digging through the sand, and he seems to have developed that skill quite well, because as he's gotten bigger, he's been able to dig even more sand as his paws has gotten even bigger. So yeah, he's an excavator. Well, it sure is a beautiful evening. The moon is on the rise, and see if we can get a shot of the moon there for you. What a beautiful moon. The stippled clouds in the sky.
It's beautiful.
Well, that looks like a full moon, and really nice to have. There it is. It's an August full moon. Is the October moon the harvest moon, or September moon the harvest moon?
The October moon is the harvest.
The October moon, okay, is our official harvest moon. We still got 2 more full moons before the end of the season, and we'll start getting frost after that. So, about another 8 weeks.
The sky is so clear. There's just a little bit of clouds by the moon, and you can see the stars.
Well, I think we're just going to sit back here, folks, and enjoy our Cabin Life TV, and kind of enjoy the show and just enjoy it. There's no bugs out right now. Beautiful, calm night. Having a fire, finally. Just loving it. I think we'll sit here nice and quiet and just listen to the sounds and watch the fire for a while. We appreciate each and every one of you being here. If you're not a subscriber already and this is your first time visiting our channel, please consider subscribing. Ring that gray bell icon for updates. You'll receive notifications of our live streams and of our videos. We try to put a video up about once a week or so. We really appreciate you all being here. We have live streams on Wednesday evenings and on Saturday evenings, starting at 8 EST. We shall see you there. Enjoy the fire. Well, that's it for this edition of Cabin Life. I'm Glenn.
I'm Maureen.
We shall see you next time. Over and out.
Take care.